Voter turnout in East Texas exceeded expectations during Tuesday's primary election. CBS 19's Renee Estrada spoke with election officials and political experts to break down the numbers and explore what it could mean for future generations of voters.
Overall turnout reached around 27%, higher than the typical 22 to 25% seen in most primary elections. Smith County election officials say strong interest in local races helped drive voters to the polls, with some locations in Tyler seeing lines up to an hour.
A normal primary, we usually get 22 to 25%. We hit right around 27, so we were actually closing in on the presidential numbers there. We did have some locations that were closing that were still voting people after 7, and that's an indicator that they did have that line.
While overall numbers were strong, a closer look at the data reveals a stark gap among younger voters. Only 259 people between the ages of 18 and 25 voted on Election Day in Smith County, a trend that experts like Dr. Ken Wick with UT Tyler says has persisted for decades, even in Smith County.
Usually people who are 18 to 25 are very busy. They are getting their educations. They are just starting new jobs. They are trying to save money for a house, trying to get married, maybe having kids for the first time, that sort of thing. They're just busy.
On the other end of the spectrum, voters between the ages of 60 and 70 made up the largest share of ballots casted, both during early voting and on Election Day.
Voting, too, is sort of having what we call efficacy, the belief that you know enough to participate, and that if you do participate, it can make a difference. And older people tend to have that. Younger people do not have it yet.
As for bridging that gap, Wick says both parties need to find younger candidates to connect with the next generation. In Tyler, Renee Estrada, CBS 19.
Officials also want to remind voters that on Election Day, you can cast your ballot at any polling location in Smith County, not just the closest one to you. For a list of locations, sample ballots, and voter registration information, head on over to our website, cbs19.tv.